Good morning. We are waking up to another winter wonderland here in the Vail Valley. The snow piles are building up, temperatures are cold, which means conditions on the mountain couldn't be better. We have snow totals coming up for you, weather forecasts, event calendar, exclusive interviews, and so much more. You've tuned into Vail Valley Live, and it starts right now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Valley Live. As Meredith mentioned, the snow is piling up. We just got nearly a foot on Vail Mountain, 11 inches recorded in the last 24 hours. And then over at the Beeve, about half a foot, maybe 5 inches or so. So it's interesting to see how those storms kind of stall out at one resort versus the other. We see that all the time. So it's nothing strange that Vail and Beaver Creek aren't equal. But we're going to be getting pretty close to that 200 mark on Vail Mountain today. Well, we'll get to that with the weather. Pay attention to the crawl at the bottom of the screen. We've got your Beaver Creek groomers. We've got your Vail groomers as well. And I think you might see a little corduroy today since we finally are getting a break in the weather. And we've got some blue skies overhead, which makes things a little bit cooler. But thanks for joining us this morning, bright and early on this Thursday, almost to the weekend. We got some fun things happening tonight with Valar concerts and other deals. But we want to let you know if you want to ask us any questions today or you have a chat, you can do so. You can chat with us during the live show, which is 7:30 to 8:30 Mountain Standard Time here in Colorado on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube channel. And hit subscribe, hit like, and set those alarms so you know when we're going. We know you get busy in the morning, but we want to make sure that we're getting out the information you need to know, whether you're here right now or maybe you're coming later this season. We've got a long season ahead. They haven't even announced, Leah's producing the show today. Leah, have you noticed they haven't announced a closing date for Vail yet? So who knows? Maybe we'll go to May again, just like we did last year. But with the snow falling the way it has been, it would not surprise me. So let's take a look at the weather right now. Give you an idea of what the National Weather Service is calling for. Temperatures right now, very chilly this morning compared to what we've had. We're right around the big egg, the big zero over at Beaver Creek. Over at Vail, we're looking at 1 below zero. These are temperatures on the mountain. And then at the base, single digits, 6 degrees out there. And it was about 3 degrees when I drove in this morning. So we'll see that climb into the 30s later on, but we're not going to see much above 30 degrees for today. And then our overnight low, we're going to be going back into the single digits once again. Tomorrow we'll have a high right around the upper 20s. Saturday, same kind of thing. And then Sunday, sticking around the 20s. By Monday, the high is only going to be 15 degrees above zero and then 2 below zero. Tuesday, inching into the 20s, but still below zero, and then single digits overnight on Wednesday. So we're going to end the month of January with kind of more January-like temperatures, a little bit more chilly out there. But here's the snow totals once again. 5 new at Beaver Creek, 11 at Vail. And that's pretty close to what Open Snow predicted for Vail. They thought maybe 10, 11. They thought a little bit more at Beaver Creek. But like I said, it's interesting to see how things stall out over one resort versus another, or even within a resort where maybe, the eastern side of Vail will get more than the west, or vice versa, or the back bowls, Blue Sky Basin, getting it more than the front side. Now, it looks like we won't have any new snow in the forecast for the next couple of days. Sunday is our next chance of snow, and pretty mild at that, maybe 2-3 inches Sunday into Monday, and then another chance of snow into Thursday next week as we kind of work towards the last weekend of January. But definitely hand warmers are a must today. I want to thank the outlets at Silverthorne for this weather and mountain report. And if you do need some winter weather gear, they're going to have some great deals for you over at the outlets at Silverthorne, exit 205 on I-70, just over Vail Pass. But let's go back to Meredith and find out what it feels like out there, because I know it's a lot cooler. I think yesterday when I was out there, it was upper teens. And wow, we're seeing a drop in that. And where you were standing, that was crazy. That huge snow pile.
I know. That was at the top of the Lion's Head parking structure, and it was, I mean, clearly taller than me. So I had to show the snow piles off. I'm sure the kids are wanting to play in the snow pile. If I didn't have to try to stay warm for the next hour, I'd be climbing up it myself.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Hey, but I can see your breath. With the absence of clouds, we have some clear skies up above, and what that does is really let the cold air settle in. Oh yeah, look at that blue. Hey, we're gonna need the sunglasses today. We're gonna need the darker lenses for the goggles today as well.
Oh, yeah. So it is definitely cold temperatures to start the day. In my car, it's 0, but it's definitely single digits. So it's a chilly one. It's a good day to layer up, wear the warm base layers, wear the balaclava, the hand warmers. It's that kind of day. But the cold temperatures when we have fresh snow make for the skiing just incredible. So I talked to a lot of people who went out yesterday, and they said the hill was just outstanding.
Oh
One of the
yeah.
top days they've had on the mountain. These are some fresh powder shots that we can see, and all of the content that I was seeing on my phone was just knee-high powder. So
Yeah.
people who love the powder are just in their winter wonderland bliss.
Yeah, this was Heather's footage from McCoy Park over in Beaver Creek a couple days ago, earlier this week. So, yeah, all those shots on Instagram. It's been a crazy, crazy time out there. And I know I'm gonna see if maybe Vail Daily, if they did their post. Usually they do it on the hill and they go out there and they get it for us. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. And I was at the base of the line at the Gondola One yesterday, and it spilled out of the pavers on the maze there, but not much. And it was that dissipated really quick once they opened that lift at 8:30. I think we'll still see some people out there today trying to get after it because wow, 11 inches. We had 5 yesterday. And hey, can we bring back up that snow totals? I want to see where we're at. Meredith, I think we're going to get to 200. I think we'll get to 200 on. No, can you go to the one that has Vail's? It's the one that has the season to date. Like we should be in the 190s now, I believe, for
Yeah,
Vail.
it was 189 yesterday morning.
Okay.
So we had so I would say 190. So we're definitely gonna
Oh
hit
yeah,
over
wait a
that
minute.
200,
Wait, let
which
me
is
look.
really
Let me see
exciting.
this. Let me see. Okay, my computer's going crazy today. Let's see.
Yeah, check out those totals. But quick note too, I'm just here at the parking structure, which is a busy spot here in the morning, whether people are starting to head to the mountain to get in line, get first chair maybe, or we have a lot of people heading to their jobs. But today is non-peak parking hours, so you'll have the first hour free, and then the second hour is 5, and then it will increase by 10, 20 every single hour.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but on those weekends, we'll expect to see peak days, which then the first hour is free, but then the second hour is starting at $10. Just so
Yeah,
everyone
I
knows.
know. It's quite the pinch. I can't. Yeah, don't get me started on parking. All right, but good news. We have hit it. We've hit 200 inches in the current season. So there it is for you. That 11, that 189, and then that 11 that kicked us across the 200-inch mark. So we are there, Meredith, and it's not even the end of
Woo!
January. I
What
thought
a
we'd make it.
milestone.
I
I wonder if
know.
Vail's record for total inches.
Well, what the
Or do you
record
know
is?
trivia?
Well,
Yeah.
I think it was like 5:24. Maybe around 2012. Maybe 2011. I think it was 2011 because I think 2012 was the season we didn't even open the back bowls or Blue Sky Basin until January. So, it changes. It's weather. You never know. It's unpredictable. That's why we love it. Okay, awesome. Looks like the truck, you got a town of Vail truck behind you, probably spilling some gravel, doing some ice mitigation on the roads. Roads weren't too bad driving in this morning. It was actually a pleasant
No?
drive.
Honestly was. I was going to share the same report. It was a pleasant drive, pretty dry. The only thing that I noticed was actually that gravel, which he did just put down some
Yeah.
gravel right here. I heard it and I could kind of hear it picking up. And so that is definitely a sign to give more room from the car in front of you because the last thing you want to do is replace your windshield midwinter.
Yeah.
And those can fly up and crack. So I was keeping my safe space this morning on the road because I could hear the gravel picking up.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely want to keep your distance on those days for sure. But we've got a lot going on tonight at the Villar Center. Samantha Fish is going to be taking the stage. Some fun shows this weekend. So a lot happening. But I think the big news today is going to be, of course, just